Down! Green team! Green team! Set! Hey!
Good morning, football fans, and welcome to 3 and Out, right here on IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports. What's going on, guys? Good morning and happy New Year's Eve. That's right, you guys. New Year's Eve. Can you imagine? We made it. I mean, we have been talking football since the freaking beginning of August. All right. We had 8 divisions in 8 days at the mid to end of July. And here we are, New Year's Eve. I mean, truth be told, we still have about, a good month and a half-ish of football, if you count Super Bowl, okay? But the college season is winding down. We have ourselves some good games going on up, though, because is reaching finale soon. Guess what? We still got the best games ahead of us. So we got plenty of good stuff coming your way this morning. I hope you're ready, man. Bright and early. We got some great games. We got to recap them today, and some not so great games. Maybe great for some people, but definitely not great for others like myself and my co-host. Regardless, man, how about this last couple of days, man? Teran and I saw you guys on a Monday morning, and well, we had some bangers. I'll tell you, how about some of these teams pulling things out? But like last night, again, we'll get into a game that I don't even want to talk about, but we will. And then, of course, well, what's going on today, you guys? I think we all know, right? It's here. The college football playoff. Well, maybe not today, per se, but the college, well, it actually is, sorry. Going on later on today, got one starting us off. And then tomorrow, the real deal. Well, all of them are the real deal. College football playoff. Here it is, guys. 4 games to get to those 2, to get to the 1. We're going to have ourselves a party this morning, guys, on New Year's Eve. You are now tuned in live to 3 and Out right here on IE Sports Radio. Your director for all that is sports. Welcome, all you diehard football fans. Good morning. Happy New Year's Eve, man. This is going to be a fun little show, right? We got ourselves some games coming up in just a little bit. But again, got to show some love, man. Appreciate every single one of you guys for jumping in here, as always, following us all year long. 10th year of the show, 11th year of the station. You guys are incredible. So we just want to thank you for that. And, of course, just give you guys your flowers, man, because you guys are awesome for tuning in and being a part of the show. So with always, man, we got to give you that. Got to give you some love and appreciate you guys. Thank you for tuning in. Enjoy. Here we go, man. Let's talk some football, shall we? But to do that, we got to bring in my dude, man. He, of course, is the co-host of this show, and he is the host of Set Point. Had himself a pretty good show on Monday, getting ready for that men's volleyball season. And, of course, he is IE Sports Radio Hall of Famer and SoCal Insider for IE Sports Radio. Ladies and gentlemen, my boy, man, Mr. Teran Rodriguez. Good morning to you, sir.
Hey, Larry. Happy New Year's Eve. Hope yesterday was pretty good for you, and hopefully 2026 will be just as amazing.
Thank you, sir. It was a great day, man. We had ourselves an amazing day. Family came, we took them out, had a really good time, man. Went to some wineries, ended with dinner at Black Angus, bro. Have you ever been to Black Angus? Oh,
yes.
Oh. Like, yeah, I love me a good steak, and boy, do they deliver. So that was good. That was delicious. So with that said, man, we got ourselves a really good show in front of us, man. Darren, we've had a couple crazy bowl games that we got to talk about. And of course, we got some previewing to do, man. But before we do that, take ourselves a quick break, man. Show our sponsors some love. Because again, hey, viewership is up. So really want to push our sponsors out there, show them some love and appreciate them for showing us, for giving us a little something to keep us going. So we appreciate you guys. Here we go. Real quick. We got 2 commercials to play. When we come back, we got plenty of football coming up your way, man. You are watching 3 and Out right here on IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports. We'll be right back after this.
Hi, eSports Radio fans. This show is brought to you by Planet Jerky Premium Brisket Beef Jerky. Planet Jerky is the official jerky of the 2022 California League champion Lake Elsinore Storm, single A affiliate of the San Diego Padres. This all brisket jerky has gluten-free options, contains no MSG, no sodium nitrate, is low in sugar, and high in protein. Go to their website at planetjerky.net and follow them on Instagram at Planet Jerky. Planet Jerky, the jerky that's on a whole other planet.
For the last 10 years, IE Sports Radio has been bringing you amazing content ranging from interviewing legendary athletes, coaches, and other authorized media personnel to building tailor-made shows dedicated to all major sports cities around the country. Make sure to follow us at IE Sports Radio on X, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and YouTube to keep up with the latest in sports and with all of our shows. Also, make sure to check out our daily updated website at iesportsradio.com. At iesportsradio.com, you can see our daily show schedule and check out all of our show pages with personal bios to learn a little bit more about each of our awesome hosts. In addition to our show pages, you can catch the IE Sports Radio blog, Hall of Fame, Fans of the Month page, and our merchandise shop including t-shirts, tank tops, caps, long sleeves, hoodies, and more. For now over a decade here at IE Sports Radio, we've continued to be by the fans, for the fans, and we thank you all for your support and for making IE Sports Radio your direct feed for all that is sports.
That's right, y'all. IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports. Again, welcome to the show, guys. You're incredible. We appreciate you again for being here. Numbers are jumping because you guys are awesome. So, of course, check us out all over the place. TikTok, YouTube, we're Instagram again for the 50th time. Just trying to give that a run. And, of course, man, check us out on X. Subscribe on YouTube. We appreciate you all so very much for that. And, of course, be ready. Website. Teran, I hope you're ready, bro. I hope Teran's ready for the website. I hope so. So we're getting it all going, man. Again, big shout out. Thank you to Planet Jerky, Premium Brisket Beef Jerky, the jerky that's on a whole, their Planet Delicious Jerky. And of course, didn't play the commercial, but big ups to Vital Apparel. A great brand that not only fits great, but promotes and donates to mental health research. Mental wellness. So check out our little code, IESR. Hit them at checkout, 15% off, man. Get you some gym wear, and of course, support that battle for mental wellness. So appreciate you guys, man. Thank you so very much, all of you awesome sponsors. Teran, let's get to the deal, man. You ready? So again,
Yep.
This is crazy, dude. Like, this is it. Like, we haven't talked about high school in about a week now. High school's been over with. It's over. High school football's done. Again, hats off to 3C2A champ San Mateo earlier this month. Hats off to the Iowa Western Reavers a couple weeks ago getting that victory as well. We have the Stag Bowl coming up on Sunday, which, of course, you and I will talk about that game on Friday. Big ups to Ferris State getting it done in Division II. Grandview does it again in the NAIA. Hats off to all those teams, man. FCS, we got a banger coming up in a few Mondays from now. Or actually, was it next Monday, Taryn? Is it next Monday?
Yeah, I think it's next
It's
Monday.
next Monday. Okay, yeah, I'm trying to prolong my vacation from work, but it's okay. So congratulations, though. We got a great game here, man. Oh my gosh, Montana State and Iowa State going head to head there, and of course there was the FBS. Got plenty of NFL talk, but no NFL happened since the last time we were on air, and it won't happen next time either. Well, actually, Taryn and I will get a lot of preview coming up for the week in the NFL, but that's in like 2 shows on Saturday morning. So you get a lot of football with us here. You know, just saying. Taryn and I like talk some football. So let's go back to the FBS.
We're not going to recap Rams Falcons.
Oh, we will. Actually, we got them in a little bit.
Okay, sorry. I jumped the gun. Never mind. I'm sorry.
Taryn does that all the time. It's very annoying. Just kidding. But
I'm sorry.
Just kidding, Taryn. No, so we got a little Falcons in there, man. Thanks for the reminder. But yeah, that was a great one. So here we go, man. Let's go ahead and get on in. As a matter of fact, let's do that, man. Let's go ahead and jump on there, Taryn. So we did have that, of course, that game from Monday night, but we did have a game on Monday afternoon, good sir. So let's take a look at it, man. Let's it wasn't really, I mean, afternoon, depending on where you are in the country. It was a great game. Well, fun game for us to watch, but it was also a bowl season. We had one bowl game on Monday. So Taryn, you and I will start there and then get on to Monday night and then get on to the rest because then we got some great games to preview today. So again, man, of course, I'm just playing, man. Taryn's the man, so I appreciate this guy, man. He helps keep things in a line here when I'm just doing too many things at once. So here we go. So, okay, starting things off on Monday, man, we had a fun one. This was the Birmingham Bowl, right, Taryn? Was that on Monday?
Yeah, that's I forgot chronological order. That happened first, then Monday Night Football.
Yep. So you're good. So we had, of course, a fun game here, man. Good old Birmingham Bowl. I mean, actually, I kind of wish it was a little bit better, but Taryn and I talked about this one on Monday, and we were both pretty hyped up for it, actually. But this is pretty cool, man. Georgia State, I mean, they dominated, and they're in the same, actually, both in the Sun Belt, right, Taryn? They're both in the Sun Belt Conference?
Yeah, it was round 2 between Georgia Southern and Appalachian State.
Pretty cool. They've met already, and I guess neither team has ever done this before. They beat somebody twice in a season from the Sun Belt, so it happened though, man. Georgia Southern, they dominated from start to finish, 29-10. OJ Arnold, man, explodes for 152 yards. JC Franks the fourth throws a touchdown, and the Eagles force 4 turnovers. Yeah, Taryn, you're not going to win very many games if you have 4 turnovers. So it was a statement win to close out at 7-6. What do you think about this game?
Yeah, I don't know what I was thinking that App State was going to get their lick back against Georgia Southern. But Georgia Southern did Georgia Southern things, and they forced App State into, like you mentioned, 4 turnovers. And you're not going to win a lot of games when you turn the ball over 4 times. I just thought that App State's offense was just so not so great. I didn't think they were all that efficient, especially – until they had to it was late in the game. So
yeah,
I just thought Georgia Southern controlled all the momentum. App State was fortunate to only be down 6 going into halftime. So the fact that Georgia Southern needed a little bit of a second half push to pull away from App State shows that the Sun Belt is kind of an interesting conference, but at the same time, Georgia Southern they just had the number for App State.
They do. That's for dang sure, man. At least this year. Good game, but of course, I mean, great stuff from Georgia Southern. These guys came out and played and got their game done, man. So this was a really a fun one on Monday morning. I was over there at the gym trying to finish up and get through it really quick and everything. But actually, this game, I was running errands on Monday and doing all kinds of, so this game kind of kept me company as I was going all over the place. This was a fun one. But I mean, not so fun actually, but it's fun to watch it, on the go. But Anyway, so yeah, back to chronological order. Though, close the door on the Birmingham Bowl, and again, obviously, Teran knows I'm just messing with him, but no, again, Teran keeping everything in line because sometimes, yeah, you get a little here and there and everywhere. So big ups to Teran for the NFL reminder here.
Yeah,
Definitely.
I did actually forget that game, so that was my bad.
Oh, good, dude. No, you're good. So we did have the NFL game that we'll talk about really quick. That was on Monday night, and what a finish, man. What a finish. I know Terran's not too proud of or too happy about this one, and I totally understand because damn it. But the Falcons stun the playoff bound Rams as Bijan Robinson goes completely insane for almost 200 yards, 195 yards on the ground, including a 95-yard touchdown. I mean, I'm sorry. Yeah. Actually, I think was it 95, 94, 93, something like
Yeah, I
that.
think it was 95.
All I know is homeboy just left everybody. And Zane Gonzalez, man, throws the game-winning 51-yarder.
Actually, my bad.
Was it 93 turn?
Yeah. According to the box score recap.
At the end of the day, that defense doesn't care what it was. They're mad. 51-yard field goal here, nailed by Zane Gonzalez with about 21 seconds left. Atlanta plays spoiler on Monday Night Football while the Rams, they fall to 11-5 now with a massive Week 18 in front of them. Yeah. Teran, your thoughts?
I
know.
I just couldn't believe it. I honestly was just so disappointed. I was surprised that the Rams just came out so flat. It's like I just really thought that the Rams maybe underestimated the Falcons, and that's not a characteristic trait for the Rams, just because the Falcons defense is pretty darn good, and I bet if they had a better quarterback situation, I think they'd probably be a contender to win the NFC South. But honestly, the Rams just came out super flat. You can't wait until you're down 21-0 at halftime to start a comeback. It just doesn't work that way. And if the Rams want to contend for a Super Bowl, they're gonna have to play to the level of everybody. And I thought they didn't do that against the Falcons. And everyone thought that it was going to be another Falcons choke job where they were going to lead by more than 20 points, and then they wound up holding on, which I thought was pretty impressive. It kind of felt like one of those whoever has the ball last is going to win. And I know Matthew Stafford missed a few throws, but some of them weren't all his fault. Xavier Smith I think it was Tutu Atwell that nearly had a catch, which could have been a walk-in touchdown. And then Smith kind of got held, and then Puka Nacua had a great one-handed grab, which unfortunately he couldn't fully hold on to. But man, if he had one more second, that would have been a great catch, and maybe, just maybe, the Rams would have had a field goal, but still shouldn't have waited all that long to, make a comeback.
That was frustrating because obviously the Rams have been playing so well all season. I guess they got to have that one dud in there, but don't get me wrong. No, actually, the Rams have had a few duds this year where we're like, really? But when you think about this Rams team, you're right. It's uncharacteristic. They usually take care of business like they've been doing all year. They've been beat straight out a few times. This was a cluster. What do? Hungry Falcons team. They came, they played, they conquered, and the Rams are left with a pretty crazy little ending here. So obviously they're in, but we got some, and trust me, we're gonna have some fun with the playoff scenarios coming up on Saturday morning show. We're gonna have a lot of fun with that one. But yeah, as of right now, the Rams need it. They're already in again. They're in. They're in the NFC playoff. They're clinched, at least from what I think. They're in. They got their playoff berth. Right now, it's just seeding. And as of right now, Teran, they can go as low as 5, I think, right?
6 is the lowest.
6.
5 is the highest.
Okay, so they're right there. They're in the action. It's just where you want to play, really. But I don't know. Overall, I'm confident in the Rams to have a nice little run. Regardless, they look this year. I mean, I even mid-season even I was like, this is the best team in the NFL, and they were, and they are. Honestly, I still think that they're that high up. I really think that they're around there, but they can't have clunkers like the other day. That can't happen. No. And they do that in the playoffs. Well, then they're going to find themselves barbecuing next to the Raiders. So yeah,
Or in Cancun.
The Raiders can't afford that, so they won't be. The Raiders will not be there. But if they want to barbecue in the backyard, the Raiders will be there. So, that's that deal. But overall, great stuff there from Atlanta. Can't overlook these guys. They played, they came, they were hungry, they battled, man. So they got it done. It was a rough go for the Rams, and let's see what the Rams do in this week, and let's see how it all comes together. So, all right, so there it is, and I'll tell you right now. We have here, let's see. Oh, got a few comments. Freddie B's getting ready. Freddie B's getting ready for the playoffs. Let's see what's going on, man. Also, we got Myron's up in here. Probably telling Teran to talk about something. So
yeah.
So all right. So we got ourselves some bowl games to get into. Well, continuing bowl games.
Yeah.
And here it goes, man. Here it goes. Louisiana Tech. Oh yeah, man. Let's switch up the banner again, and boom, there we go. All right. Well, yesterday we had 3 bowl games. 2 of them were good. 1 of them sucked. The Radiance Technology Independence Bowl. Louisiana Tech erupts, man. 17 points. I'm sorry, in the fourth quarter to stun Coastal Carolina 23-14. Yes, you all heard that right. La Tech was against the ropes. And Coastal Carolina, I'm sorry, they had La Tech against the ropes. Coastal Carolina had this thing in the bag, really. But look what happened. Good old Louisiana Tech, man. Here come the Bulldogs. Trey Cook, man, this guy is sweet. This dude sparked the rally. Andrew Burnett punches in the go-ahead touchdown. And Kari Foster seals it with a pick. This was a solid game, dude. Louisiana Tech wins this one. And honestly, Coastal Carolina woke up this morning and they still wonder what happened.
Yeah, this was one of the more wackier games, in my opinion. I mean, this one had a lot of mistakes and miscues. There were fumbles. And my boy, Trey Cook, or however it's pronounced, Cook, he was able to will the game, and he was efficient. I mean, it wasn't looking like it in the first half. I mean, the poor guy, it felt like everything was against him. His offensive line crumbled down, and the offense was just not efficient, and Coastal Carolina had everything, but Louisiana Tech was just holding on. And I think the big play of the game was La Tech blocking a Coastal Carolina field goal. And that, I think, was the biggest key, because if Coastal Carolina hits that field goal, then I think they're up. I think they're still up 17. If not, they were going to go up. They would have been up 17. But overall, Louisiana Tech really performed well. I gotta give it up to Trey Cook as well. I covered him back in his senior year of high school, and I thought Louisiana Tech really started to get it together. The defense, look, I will say this for Louisiana Tech, it seems like everything just almost crumbled their way. I felt like their receivers kept dropping the ball, or they kept fumbling. The running backs also fumbled. But the defense also showed up, pitched a second half shutout against Coastal Carolina. So overall, it was a wacky game, but Louisiana Tech was able to grind out the win, especially in that fourth quarter. So a great win for La Tech, and shout out to my boy Trey Day. He got player of the game.
That's awesome, man. That's good. So where did he play? That's pretty cool, man.
He played at Capo Valley High School.
Nice. That's pretty sweet, man. Yeah, Teran shows me a picture yesterday. I was like, oh, that's cool, man. Like, really, really, really neat. Teran, this guy covers so much. Like, he covers so many dang sports. Really does an amazing job at the high school and college levels, man. I mean, everything local, he covers it. So does an amazing job of that. So really, really, really cool. And hats off to that guy, man. He's over there playing ball. and he's doing well, man. So pretty cool seeing somebody come out of the area. I like that. I love that. So yeah, congrats to him and congratulations to them on a great bowl game. So
And hopefully for his sake, he earned that starting QB spot, just because he led the team in rushing yards. And again, it was a tough first half with the fumbles and then the not capitalizing on Coastal Carolina's or the takeaways from Coastal Carolina. But it's all about finishing in the second half, and that's what La Tech did.
totally, dude. That's exactly what it is. So this was a pretty crazy game, but again, they got it done when they were needed most, man. So and then again, hopefully Kikuk gets that dang starting job. He really played well yesterday. So alrighty. So all right, man. Well, next up, our next bowl game yesterday. Obviously, that was the Radiance Technologies Independence Bowl. The game that followed was a now we're getting to the bigger schools, and oh boy, this was actually a pretty fun game, man. Liberty Mutual Music City Bowl. Illinois hits the walk-off, man. I mean, you can almost see the ball sail over. Baseball analogy, but who cares? You can almost see David Ortiz knocking that sucker out of the park. Back in the day. I mean, this was a walk-in, a freaking major walk-off, man. David Olano drills that game-winning field goal as the Fighting Illini eggs Tennessee. I feel so bad for saying this, but I feel like everybody will eggs Tennessee. Everyone seems to eggs Tennessee. Tennessee never gets the edge. It's kind of sad, but 30-28, big victory for Illinois, and big plays from Luke Altmaier, and just a wild finish there in Nashville. And as far as I can see, Teran, the Big Ten stays perfect in bowl season right now. Actually, no, not anymore. But up to that point, they were perfect.
Yeah, I know what you mean. And thank goodness Luke Altmaier played. That was my biggest concern. I was thinking, is he going to play? And that was the big reason why I chose Illinois, just because I thought Luke Altmaier was capable of leading his team. And he led his team really well down the field. And even when Tennessee was trying to nip away at the lead, and they almost did, because they had Illinois was up 6 at one point. Then the kickoff happened, and then the return guy fumbled the kickoff, and then he still scooped it up and then returned it for a touchdown, which that was massive. But Illinois just ran out the clock, and I was thinking to myself, it's over. Illinois is going to drill a walk-off field goal because Illinois has good clock management.
Yes.
I don't know how, I don't know why, but
they do.
Illinois has like the best clock management, and they just game plan perfectly. And we've seen this before, obviously, in Big Ten play. But other than the Indiana loss, obviously, but still, Illinois just find a way to win. And Luke Altmaier was a big part of that. Heck, they didn't even need a big game from Hank Beatty. Hank Beatty only had 38 receiving yards, and he didn't even have one touchdown. Like, their leading receiver altogether was Hudson Clement. So I thought for Illinois, everything was just efficient, and it was just a great grinded out game.
It was. It really was. I really enjoyed that game from start to finish, man. That was one of those crazy fun. I'm over here spilling my coffee. That game was a fun one. That game got me jacked, man. Like, that was a great game. And overall, you want to see teams like, obviously this year I was pissed with the next stupid team we're going to talk about in a few minutes, losing to Illinois earlier this year. And it's just because you expect so much out of these next guys. But Illinois obviously playing some good football, doing well, and this year, hey, way to finish off a pretty solid year for those guys. And Tennessee, man, oh my gosh, always the freaking bridesmaids, never the bride. Like, what is it with Tennessee, dude? Like, I feel like they're always the runner-up in everything.
Yeah, and I think other than baseball a year or so ago, but this was Tennessee's first loss against a non-ranked opponent, and they failed to beat one team with a winning record. Let that sink in right there. So much for this quote-unquote SEC dominance. And that was the same thing with Missouri. Missouri didn't even beat one opponent with a winning record. So, yikes.
I'm sure that after they lost that game, they wish they can transport themselves to Rocky Top down in the Tennessee hills. All right, yeah. I was. Yeah, they probably wish that they were on Rocky Top and not in that stadium after that game was over. I guess you feel so bad for this team. I really do. It's cool, like, I mean, sorry, they obviously they have great history, Peyton Manning, of course, being a part of them and having solid years in the past, but it's just something about this team. It kind of sucks, you'd like to see them do better, but it's true. I mean, the SEC, obviously, you don't really want to call them one of the front runners. They are one of the better teams, I believe, in the SEC, but when it comes down to it,
they can't win the big one.
No, they choke it, and it sucks, man. So poor Tennessee couldn't get it done. But here's what it is. What do you do? So, all right, Teran, time to get to the most horrible bowl game.
Let's rip off the Band-Aid.
Let's rip off the Band-Aid. All right. I will tell you guys this. TCU played an amazing game last night. They fought. They kept USC right there within arm's length. And SC, being the lovable band of losers, I'm sorry, I'm just kidding, but just being the team that cannot seem to get it. I mean, you want to talk about Tennessee choking? I mean, there were so many opportunities to get up maybe 2 scores. SC obviously can't seem to get out of their own damn way. And I get it. There were some players not playing and whatever. I'm not even going to go into that. It doesn't matter. Okay. But I'm not I'm not even going into any of the details. What I will say is, look, people are going to be talking about that catch for a while. That wasn't a catch. But if you look at what they're talking about, it wasn't a damn catch. He hit the ground. The ball bobbled. Okay. I get it. Our lovely, I mean, I really hope I really hope that that defense, and I don't care if it was because of one guy, that defense should have gotten home last night and ran like in their pads off the plane. How the hell do you miss a tackle like that? I mean, come on, man. I know it happens to everybody, but come on, guys. That was horrible. Like, that was the easiest goddamn play of the night, and it happened to be the game winner. But what makes me the maddest is the 2 plays or 3 plays before that in the end zone, where that I don't know his name, but that DB blatantly held on to the jersey, and you saw it. It freaking super hold. Okay. And what happens? Nothing. Now, was there a PI call a couple plays before that? Yes. Did USC have every opportunity to get into the end zone? Yes. Did they take it? No, because they're trying to be freaking soft. But I will tell you this, and solid job by the TCU defense, man. But I will tell you this. That was nonsense, man. Come on. I know the refs can't call everything, but that was extremely blatant. Like, he held on to the damn jersey and pulled it and tugged it and everything. Even the announcers were like, "Oh, hey, look, there was holding right there." Like, which honestly could have given a brand new first down, and SC probably would have got in. And even if TCU did score that next touchdown, we could have went on and played double overtime. But no, and that was ridiculous. So to me, I'm sorry, and I hate being the ref guy. And I know they can't call everything. And again, I'm not even mad. Whatever. TCU is a good football team. I will give them their flowers. I love the mascot. Oh my gosh, I love the little horn toad. Cute little dude. It is a great. They play good football, man. They do. TCU plays so well. I like the fact that USC had a good barn burner game, but I'm just mad at the fact that obviously that call was missed. And well, guess what? Now that's it. And obviously we didn't do ourselves any favor after that. SC just freaking crap the bed, and that's what happens when you just you don't play to the whistle, and horrible job tackling, and that's what happens. So there it is, over with. This game was a complete disgrace when you look at the ending because of SC's season and what they were able to accomplish this year. At the same exact time, I hate to say this, but you know what? Serves them right, man. This year, this should have been an undefeated year. That's all there is to it. And here they are now. Really, you lose, especially with that loss to this year. Come on, man. Like, I am still mad. I mean, the Notre Dame game, you had that. You were the better team. Get out of here. The Illinois game, nonsense. The only game that we straight out lost was Oregon because they were truly better. Notre Dame, no, hell no. That was a victory. Could have won that one easily. And Illinois again, no. So again, those are just some games. I cannot believe this team this year. So at the end of the day, man, serves them right. Serves them right. Is what it is. I'm sorry. I love them to death, and they'll always be my team. But and I will stand up for them with that whole little jersey pool and everything like that. But at the end of the day, good. They lost. You know what? Maybe you deserve that. Maybe good old Lincoln Riley, maybe you needed that one. Okay. Maybe you need to be on the hot seat a little bit. Like it makes me mad. Like you have no business losing those games earlier this year. You and I were pissed about those. And it's just, it's very frustrating, especially things like now, like the freaking transfer portal, where, if somebody's not happy somewhere, they can leave for any little deal, NIL deals and all that and everything. Okay. If that's going to be used to the advantage, USC should be somewhere at the top. So do your damn job. You know what I mean? Like, get players there. I'm sorry, man. Like, I'm frustrated with how USC's looked over the last couple of years. It's frustrating because this team, this is one of the biggest programs in all college football. Should be a lot better than this. You're not even in the college football playoff. You're nowhere near it. To me, it's just frustrating, man. So rant over. Sorry. And one last thing. You got a gusting pipeline, man. The Trinity League's right here. You got all this great talent. You can't attract those guys. What's going on over there, guys? Anyway, so, okay, rant over. Teran, sorry, but yeah. So, anyway, let's get to the official little preview or a little recap there. TCU stuns USC 30-27 in overtime. Ken Seals finds Jeremy Payne for the walk-off touchdown where our DB just totally forgot what football was and, didn't want to tackle nobody after a late rally. And the Horned Frogs, man, outlast the Trojans in a classic in San Antonio. So obviously TCU fans happy, football fans happy to see a good game, but I'm sure football purists out there are going, wow, SC is yeah, they're trash because you don't crap the bed on a play like that. Teran?
Yeah, USC did have a lot of opportunities. I think what really killed them the most was the drive that before TCU went down and kicked the field goal to tie it up. I really did not agree with throwing it on third down. I get it. Try to draw pass interference. Try to get a big first down to ice the game. But it's like you don't roll the dice in that situation like that.
No.
And also, you mentioned the fact that they had it on the 2-yard line. Here's where they really need to start using Husan Longstreet. Longstreet is a mobile quarterback. He has great field awareness. He has all that sort of talent. You got to use him more. You got to utilize him in goal-to-go situations. Use him when it comes to the 2-yard line. Just do like a tush push or something, or just a QB sneak. It's that simple. Like, why are you overcomplicating these things? And this loss is so terrible. And you mentioned the fact that it was 3rd and 20. 3rd and 20 where they had the missed tackle, which eventually ran in for a score. 3 guys missed Jeremy Payne. 3 guys missed Jeremy Payne, and it was a 40-yard check down touchdown. Just unbelievable. And this loss is bad just because obviously TCU's starting quarterback hit the transfer portal, and Ken Seals had completed just 6 passes before today's game. 6 passes, 4 of which were complete. Let that sink in right there. And USC deserved to lose. If you can't convert, if you can't get a touchdown when you're on the 2-yard line in overtime, you don't deserve to win. If you're rolling the dice and trying to be cute and trying to stop the clock and trying to get a big splash play when all you just need is a first down, you don't deserve to win. If you have 3 players missing tackles on a 3rd and 20 on a check down, when all you just need to do is just at least hold them to a field goal, you don't deserve to win. And USC has the #1 recruiting class coming in. They've got a lot of talent returning, like Tanuk Hines. He was a big plus. You got King Miller, who was a great running back. You have a lot of great talent. The defense, even though they had that missed tackle, there was a lot of starting freshmen. You have a lot of returning talent. So I get it. The schedule's going to be tough next year with Ohio State, Indiana, and Oregon. But there's not a lot of excuses now for Lincoln Riley. Now he's got a lot. He's got all the tools. I don't want to hear this. We're so close, or it's been a challenging few years. It's like, get to the next level. This is why you left Oklahoma, and you have yet to show for it. You have no college football playoff appearance with USC, and you don't even have a college football playoff win entirely. This is why Sonny Dykes has been to the college football playoff and has won a college football playoff game and took his team to the national championship. Like, Sonny Dykes straight up outcoached Lincoln Riley. And now I'm starting to wonder why Lincoln Riley left the Big 12/SEC. So, I mean, for USC, it's all about, they better, if USC doesn't become relevant or make the college football playoff in the next 2 or 3 years, I think Lincoln Riley's cooked, plain and simple.
I'm totally with you, dude. Where is that damn? I'm sorry, Teran. I got to get this going for you, man. Yep.
I was just in a tirade last week or yesterday. Yeah.
Take a bow, good sir. No, yes, because that was nonsense. That was horrible. This team. I'm sorry. I mean, yeah, I didn't want to stay on this game forever, but this team deserves all the boos. I mean. And it's true. I don't know. You look at that whole situation, and you're like, yeah, Lincoln Riley. Okay. And as much as I hate to say this, because you and I are SoCal sports fans, I don't know, Lincoln Riley. Are you pulling a LeBron? When things get hard, are you running? I mean, right, Teran? I'm sorry. Like,
right.
I'm sorry, and I don't give a damn who hears that. You know what I mean? I guess it just irritates me when that, and now in today's day and age, look, I'm all for paying the players what they deserve. That to me is good. Okay. The NIL though is out of hand. Okay. You got dudes over here freaking when they should be warming up, shooting promos and crap in the tunnel and a couple years back or whatever. And I mean, to me, it's just come on, man. Let's separate the money and the play together. I mean, it's very frustrating. And in today's day and age where it's so easy to leave, you can abandon ship anytime you want to. You can jump ship, transfer portal. Coaches can transfer. I mean, Nick Saban said it the most. This is going to ruin college football. And I think Lane Kiffin even was quoted recently saying, like, yeah, like basically, like this is the demise of college football, but I'm going to use it to my advantage while I can, or something like that, right? Or something. It was he didn't say something. It was close to that. Like, I'm not going to try to quote the man, like, because obviously that's not what he said, but something along those lines. I've heard numerous coaches say stuff like that before, and it's the truth, man. And I get it. Oh, you're not getting playing time or whatever. Wouldn't you do it? Of course I would. But at the end of the day, it's kind of like, I don't know, man. Like, it's just frustrating. You look at this crap, and okay, well, I'm not going to play here. I'm not going to play here. Okay, well, what if you don't play nowhere? Then you screwed yourself. What happened to staying and fighting? What happened to that? And some players, I give them credit. They may give it a season or two and then they leave. Okay, but I don't know, man. So it is what it is. But yeah, the recruiting class is nice for SC. Now get it together. And if you can't win with this recruiting class, yeah, I don't know, man. Maybe it's time to say peace out to this dude because I'm frustrated. I'm so frustrated right now with this team. Last year's was a nice game, the Las Vegas Bowl, defeating Texas A&M. But even that was the Las Vegas Bowl, man. You couldn't even get to the playoff. So it's true. You're right.
To come back.
Yeah, I only needed to come back. And this team this year was pretty solid. And you couldn't win with them. So next year, let's see how they do. But again, irritating, very irritating. Sorry for the rant, everybody. But it's just, it's irritating when this happens. And there you have it. So anyway, one more time, this is for you, USC. You deserve it. Congratulations to the Frogs. You deserve it.
One last thing. Never face TCU in the Alamo Bowl. You forget that 10 years ago, that's the 10-year anniversary when TCU had that amazing 31-point comeback against Oregon.
That's right.
The comeback heard from all over the world.
That's right. And I know I saw
in the Alamo Bowl. So face TCU in the Alamo Bowl at your own risk.
So true. And I saw that stat last night too. Of they're undefeated in overtime.
I think, and they're also they finished 8-1 when leading at halftime. Well, USC finished 3-4 when trailing at halftime.
Well, because that's what USC, it's not classic USC, but it's the new age USC. Oh, we're losing. Okay, well, screw it. So the fight is dead now. I feel bad. Fight on used to mean something. Now it's just like, just hurry up and end the game so we can go play Xbox or something. Like, I'm sorry.
Or let's go to Dairy Queen. Or go to the
Get a
Dairy Queen
Blizzard.
Blizzard Bowl.
Hey, I am all
Instead
for
of
Dairy
going
Queen
to the
Blizzard.
college football playoff. That's the bowl.
I do love me a Dairy Queen Blizzard. So, all right, but well, there you go. That game is horrible and it's over. Thank God we're done talking about it. Let's get on to some more positive news with some good bowl games coming your way today. We got one coming up in about 15 minutes. We'll be off air in about 15 minutes, but got a couple previews to make, Teran, before we're out of here. And then Friday morning, we'll see you guys again. So, the Relia Quest Bowl coming on up in a few minutes here. Iowa and Vandy. This is going to be fun, man. These two teams going head-to-head in Tampa. Dylan Pavia does it all for the Commodores, while Eli Stowers anchors the pass game. Physical, low total battle expected. My kind of game. Music to my ears at good old Ray J. That's what they call it, the Raymond James Stadium. This should be a good game, Teran. Who you got?
I hope Diego Pavia is playing, but even so, I got Vanderbilt winning. Let's see if Vanderbilt win. The SEC's got to get their you-know-what together. My only concern is Iowa's defense could stifle them, but I'm confident in the Commodores.
I agree. I think we're good with that one. So, okay. Next up, we have the Tony the Tiger Sun Bowl. And Teran, someone did this on purpose. I'm sorry. Someone did this on purpose. The sun, it's hot. It's very hot. Hottest thing we know, at least in our galaxy. And it's the Sun Devils taking on the Blue Devils. Teran, this is, I mean, the Sun Bowl. Think about it, the Hell Bowl. Like, so someone did this on purpose just to have fun with bowl season. The committee had a lot of fun putting this one together because, and they're playing in the Sun Bowl in a place that's probably 1,000 degrees right now in winter. Okay, just kidding. Good old El Paso, Texas, where it's hotter than hell. And it's the Sun Bowl, which is hot like hell. And there's two devils playing against each other. Teran, someone did this on purpose. But it should be a good game, man. Arizona State versus Duke in El Paso, Texas. Daryl Mensa leads the sharp Blue Devils offense, while Cameron Brown powers the Sun Devils on the ground. Sneaky good matchup here in the Sun Bowl. Who you got?
It's too bad this game, the Sun Bowl, wasn't played in Georgia. Well, actually, that's a different thing. But anyway, actually, no. It's too bad this wasn't being played in Georgia. Then we could all play. The Devil went down to Georgia, just because both teams would know as the Devils, Duke Blue Devils, ASU Sun Devils.
That would have been funny. That would have been hilarious.
I'll take Duke to win.
You know what? It's gonna be a fun game. I like this one. This one should be one of those games where we can look back at this bowl season and go, yes, like, you know, like that was a solid one. Yeah, I'm gonna go Duke too. I feel like they're a little bit better than Arizona State, just because I don't know. This year Arizona State was very unimpressive. There were some good games won there, but overall I feel like Duke has an edge. Defensively, I believe they're a little bit better. So okay, so that should be a good one right there. Looking forward to the Tony the Tiger Sun Bowl. All right, Cheez-It Citrus Bowl, Teran. Michigan versus Texas. Last year or a couple years ago, we had Oklahoma and Alabama in like one of these games, and we were calling it the Underachiever Bowl. Well, here it goes.
It was Michigan, Alabama last year.
Oh, was it Michigan, Alabama? That's right. It was horrible. Like, so, well, this year, Michigan has continued to underachieve because here they are again, man. Michigan versus Texas in Orlando. Arch Manning versus a tough Wolverines defense, while Jaden Marshall pounds the rock for good old UM. Big brands, big stakes, smaller stage. Citrus Bowl still good, but underachieve we shall. Who you got in this game, Teran?
I'll take Texas. Look, I don't like either of these teams. Michigan has no excuse. They should have made the college football playoff just because they had such a pretty soft schedule. Yes. I mean, their losses were to Ohio State, Oklahoma, and USC. Texas, I don't know what their excuse was. I mean, they were one of the first few out, but I'll take Texas to win this one.
I'm with you. I think so too. I think Texas is slightly better. Michigan's going to continue to fall apart right now. I don't know. I know they got their new head coach. I know craziness happened this year with their former head coach, and I get it. This isn't their year, and they're going to continue to look kind of weird. I don't know. Michigan's back to being the Michigan we knew for a long time. So, alrighty. Well, there we go. And at least until otherwise. To further notice. So, all right, next up there we have here the Las Vegas Bowl, the game that USC won last year. Of course, they didn't feel like winning this year, but we have two other teams meeting here. This actually looks like a fun one, man. Nebraska taking on Utah in Allegiant Stadium. Dampier runs the Utes offense, but Emmett Johnson carries the load for the Huskers. This is a strength versus strength battle in Las Vegas. This is a fun one.
Yeah, feel like these two teams could be rivals. It's the battle of the red. I'd pick Nebraska if Dylan Raiola was playing, but since that is not the case, you already know I'm picking Utah.
Yeah, same here. Nebraska looks solid, but not solid enough. Utah, I believe there's a little more there. I'm going with the Utes as well. So good stuff there. Let's see. And then, of course, tonight, here it comes, man. This is the one we've been waiting for. Because that's right. Here we go, man. We need a little introduction music for this one or something. I know this is gonna be this is fun. This is oh yeah. Well, Teran, I think we get to use some of our new sound effects. Drum roll, please. That was fun. That was fun, you know. All right, so with that, here it comes, man. Quarter final. College football quarter final. Cotton Bowl. Miami, Ohio State, college football playoff. Well, semifinal berth is on the line. Julian saying it's like Jeremiah Smith all day long. Headlines read the Buckeyes, while the Hurricanes honestly look to pull off an upset and shock the world. I don't think that's far-fetched to say. I think everyone's going to pick Ohio State in this game, and it's up to the U to figure out a way to pull the upset. Am I accurate with your pick?
Look, Miami has defied the odds, and they have talent, but I gotta go with Ohio State. I mean, they're the reigning defending national champions, and look, I think it'll be closer than most people expect, but I think the Buckeyes just pull it off. I think they've got the talent to pretty much put a lot of points on the board. I think this is going to be a high-scoring affair, and I think that favors Ohio State, where Miami just could not get a whole lot going until late in the game against A&M last week, or in the previous round.
No, I'm with you. Totally. This is a game where I feel Ohio State's going to run up and down the field on these guys, man. They're going to pound the hell out of them. Look, I would like to see a really good game. And I think that it can totally be a good game. And for a while, it probably really will be a good game. But what I'm not expecting is a Miami victory. I can't see that. I can't see it. There's no way. I mean, again, not trying to be mean or anything, but this is the better team. Obviously, we have a stronger, better team here in Ohio State. And like I said, I just feel like it's their game to lose. Obviously, they're the defending champs. They're as strong as they've been. Ryan Day, I feel like moments away from being fired until he finally beat Michigan. And ever since then, they've been on a solid victory, a solid path to lots of victories, and they've done well. So let's see what they do here. Let's see how this one turns out. But I do personally believe in my heart of hearts that good old Ohio State, the Buckeyes, are going to be just fine in this one here, because I don't know, I just don't see it. And then Teran, I hate to say it, but we're going to be doing our famous question for the U on Friday, unless they prove otherwise. So,
oh yeah,
we're gonna have some fun. So, yep, sorry, their fans shouldn't be so dang crazy to jump at. We're back. Yeah, okay, you're back. Okay. So anyway, Teran. All right. So next up, that is going to do it for the evening. And now we're going to run on into Thursday morning. And of course, those should be some fun ones. We have New Year's. So that's it. That'll be the last game of the actual calendar year, 2025. And now here we go, man, off to the first game of the calendar year of 2026. We got 3 bowl games back to back to back coming up on Thursday, well, tomorrow, and they should be fun. So here we go, man. 9 a.m. tomorrow, Pacific time, 12 p.m. Eastern time. We have number 5, Oregon, taking on number 4, Texas Tech in Miami. Dante Moore leads the Ducks, while Cameron Dickey and Coy Douglas fuel the physical Raiders attack. Red Raiders attack. Fireworks should be expected in this game. This one has a lot of potential to be. I don't know. I really feel like this will be a really close game. It's just instinct. I don't know. I don't know what something's telling me this. It could be different. I don't know. But to me, I feel like this is going to be a freaking barn burner. What you got?
Yeah, this one might be the best game of the 3 tomorrow. Man, Texas Tech's defense is legit, and their offense is just as high-flying, but so is Oregon. I mean, Oregon, I'm expecting a high-scoring affair, but if Oregon plays that defense that they played last time around, then I don't know. So, man, I can't believe I'm about to make this pick. I'm going to take Oregon. Look, I know Oregon seems to always fumble the bag in terms of these games, but I think this is the year Oregon kind of figures it out, at least for this time around. At least for this game, I think this is where Oregon figures it out. But if Oregon's offense can't get it going, then that's going to be a problem. So I think Oregon, if they can get their defense in gear, I think they can win. I think Dante Moore is going to prove to everyone that he is one of the top quarterback prospects in the draft. Give me the Ducks.
I am with you 100%. Go Ducks, go. As much as I think it's going to be a barn burner, I do feel like I feel like Oregon will just edge out Texas Tech in this one. Looks like a great game. I am really excited for this one. I do believe that Oregon obviously has a strong chance to win the national championship. I don't believe that they will win it. Maybe I'll change that, in the coming days. But at the moment, I don't see them as the champs this year. But I do see them as the champs of this game. So, we'll see. But this year, they look pretty solid. But how solid, we'll see. I think we need to see right now these guys versus a team like Texas Tech. But all right, so good football game there. And let's go ahead and move it on over into our next one. This one, obviously, my wife and my mom will probably be watching the Rose Bowl parade tomorrow morning. But of course, we'll be watching the Rose Bowl game. Alabama versus Indiana in Pasadena. Ty Simpson versus an unbeaten Hoosier squad, powered by Roman Hemby and Omar Cooper. I mean, Omar Cooper Jr. I mean, obviously they have themselves a Heisman winner. Okay. I mean, this has been a crazy, crazy year for Indiana. I mean, this best year in their entire existence, I'm sure. This has been a just one of those things where all those Indiana fans will always have this to rest their hat on. Because they'll say, remember that time we were good? I'm just playing. Who knows? This might make them a team that's actually good for years now with recruiting. But good game in the Rose Bowl tomorrow. Who you got?
Look, Alabama deserves a lot of credit for this season. And I definitely think they can keep it close. But let's be honest, Fernando Mendoza is going to prove to everybody why he was the Heisman winner. Give me Indiana over Alabama.
Yeah, I'm same here. I believe that Indiana they got something to prove, man. This team they look strong. They look good. They're a well put together football team. And you know what? I think tomorrow they're going to show it. Bama's solid. Bama's been good for years, but this one to me just, I don't know. If you want to call it an upset, call it an upset. I don't think it's an upset at all. I think these are two very evenly matched teams, and we're going to see some teams go to work tomorrow. But this should be a really, really, really freaking good game in the Rose Bowl. And, well, we're going to find out who's who. So, all righty. And, of course, ending it off tomorrow in the Sugar Bowl, tomorrow evening, Ole Miss meets Georgia. Oh, yeah. In New Orleans, Trey Chambliss and Kwan Lacey face a loaded Bulldogs roster led by Zach Branch. This will be so freaking good. Okay, maybe not so good because I obviously am picking Georgia as the flat out outright winner. But let's see what Ole Miss has. Let's see if these guys can actually pull. Again, I don't know if it's really called an upset, but let's see if they could actually do it. What do you think?
So Ole Miss, Kawan Lacey is probable for that game. Trinidad Chambliss is so good, and this is round 2 between these two teams because the last time these two teams faced one another, Georgia needed a massive comeback to pull out the win, and Georgia was actually the underdog in this game. So now the roles have kind of reversed. Man, Ole Miss, they are so good, and you gotta love their story that they did it without Lane Kiffin. But you know what I gotta say to that? Who's that coming down the track? Who's that coming down the track? It's the Mean Machine in the red and black. It's the Mean Machine in the red and black. Ain't nothing finer in the land. Ain't nothing finer in the land than a drunk, obnoxious Georgia fan. Than a drunk, obnoxious Georgia fan. Go Dogs, go Dogs, go Dogs, go Dogs, go Dogs, go Dogs, go Dogs. Stick 'em. Give me Georgia.
And Teran was holding that one in the whole show.
I felt like it, but jokes aside, this one's going to be a good one. I think it's going to be a high-scoring affair. But with Georgia playing that good defense, I think this time it's going to be a defensive slugfest. So give me Georgia. Give me Georgia in a semi-low scoring affair.
I'm with you. I think Georgia in a defensive battle will be good. That was awesome, dude. That was one of the best moments on 3 and Out history, by the way. So thank you, sir. That was awesome. Oh my gosh, what a game this should be. I guess a defensive battle here, but yeah, dude, give me Georgia all the way. So you and I are basically tit for tat right now with the picks, and I love it. So, Teran, I still think leads by 2 games you got on me?
I think 1 game because, App State decided to, lay an egg when I put a lot of faith in them.
They did their best USC reenactment, their best USC impression. So. Yeah,
there's still a few more games. You still got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You have 4 games, 4 more bowl games remaining, and then you have the college football playoff semis, and then you got the national championship.
So we got some good ones here. Let's see if we can have some fun, play some devil's advocate, going back and forth here, Teran. But all right, man. Well, that's gonna do it, man. Today obviously wasn't gonna be a long show. It was gonna be a shorty, and it's a good one. Of course, we'll be back on Friday morning. Let's cue that music, man, and get on out of here. But should be some fun. Should be some fun coming up this week. Well, tomorrow, of course, we just previewed the biggest games there of the week for sure. But Friday morning, we'll be back at it. We have here Rice and Texas State going head-to-head in the Lockheed Martin Armed Forces Bowl, AutoZone Liberty Bowl, Navy and Cincinnati, Trust and Will Holiday Bowl, number 17, Arizona SMU. I'm looking forward to that one. And, of course, Wake Forest going head-to-head. Oh, I lost my page. Well, that wasn't very fun. Regardless, though, great games there. Teran, I totally lost. Who's Wake Forest playing? I just lost my page. Oh, wait, there we go. Sorry, I lost it. Okay, now we're back. And Wake Forest taking on Mississippi State in the Duke's Mayo Bowl. So we'll be back for sure to preview those. And then, of course, bowl season is pretty much over at that point in time. But Stag Bowl on Sunday. FCS Championship on Monday. A whole bunch. Well, next week, 2 college football playoff semifinals. And Teran, you and I got some NFL to talk, of course, coming on up this weekend. Previewing this crazy game, Saturday, Panthers and Bucks go head-to-head for all the marbles, basically. That's going to be fun. And Seahawks and Niners going head-to-head on Sunday night. and then Saturday night, and then Sunday night, Ravens and Steelers. The ending is here. Monday Night Football, Thursday Night Football, they are over. And this is it, dude. So we are at the end. So much good football, though, on the way. The best is yet to come. Any last thoughts, comments?
Well, the NFL's getting closer and closer to the postseason. And like you said, this is pretty much it. No more Monday Night Football, no more Thursday Night Football. This is the final frontier. Who will punch their ticket to the playoff and who will win the Super Bowl, because it's wide open this year.
Oh, yeah. It is so wide open. So we're going to have ourselves some fun with this, man. I'm really excited. We got ourselves a great bowl season. Well, bowl season's coming to conclusion, but we still have some great postseason football, and that is that. So, for Teran Rodriguez, from your boy Larry B, last time in 2025, we'll see you on Friday in 2026 to talk about that semifinal coming up, both of them next week, and of course, getting you ready for a great weekend of the NFL. We got some bits coming your way, guys. So, for Teran Rodriguez, from your boy Larry B, we will see you on Monday. Be safe out there. Happy New Year. Take care. And as always, God bless.
Happy New Year. Peace.